Hey everyone, Ivy Lee Gaming here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms. For today's video, I'm gonna do a first impressions with Ingrid here. Finally, I'm a little late to the party, sorry guys. But I am joined by a special guest here. Welcome, Part Pancakes, so happy to have you.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for the invite. I feel so honored to be here. I've been watching your videos for a long time, big fan. So it's kind of crazy to be here. I can't even believe it. But yeah, here we are.
I've been in those shoes. I'm still a small content creator in the realm of YouTube, though, that's for sure. Oh my god. But I appreciate it.
Well, the biggest
And
in war, though.
no.
It's not about being the small fish in the big pond. It's about being the big fish in the small pond.
Haha. I like war. We've got a good crew of content creators that are all friendly and interact, and yeah, it's been fun so far.
Yeah, for sure. I've enjoyed the short journey I've been here, but everything's been great so far. Everyone's amazing. Everyone's so nice and wholesome. So, Watcher of Realms definitely has a good community for sure.
And how long have you played for?
I started back in December, so
Oh, okay.
7 months now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, awesome. All right. So, you're like me. We both haven't really. I kind of got a gist of her kit from like seeing little clips of things or like looking at a couple a couple things briefly, but I haven't like really read her kit yet. I haven't watched her video yet, which I've heard is amazing. And yeah, it's genuinely a pretty good first impression for me. And you said you as well?
Yeah, so it's gonna be the same for both of us. I haven't been spoiled by anything yet. I've seen a lot of people post stuff about Ingrid, and I was like, I haven't seen anything. Still new for me, so this will be a good first impression for both of us.
I know that Destin said like, and a lot of people are saying like new best hero in the game potentially kind of comments. I've heard those comments, but I also know they changed her kit from what it was like in the leaks versus what actually came out. So I'm not sure if that affected her kit as a whole, but I know it affected one of her awakenings. I did see that because it was mentioned during one of the videos I watched from Destin. But
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I
yeah,
only heard from Destin's link, like, oh, she's gonna be super strong with AoE and single target, and I was
yeah,
like,
she does
oh,
both
interesting.
exactly.
Okay.
And
So,
yeah, so and she looks amazing. So I guess
yeah.
we start there. The graphics are stunning here. So guys, in case you didn't know, on the PC client, you hold the Alt button and you just like click and drag your mouse, and we can zoom. I just figured out how to zoom. I'm really excited. We got some fancy gold nail polish.
That's a lot of zoom in on some details.
That's pretty cool. I like the zoom. I'm happy I was able to zoom here. I knew there had to be a way. There is. The mask is creepy. Kind of weird. I like it.
Overall, she still looks really elegant, though. Lots of
Yeah,
gold,
yeah.
lots of shiny stuff everywhere. Kind of odd, though.
Ooh.
No footwear, just bare
Just
feet hanging out.
as I said before we started, they're going with sex appeal just in a different, subtle way for a very niche audience. Yeah.
It's more family friendly, unlike
It
some
is.
other risque things we've been seeing around.
Yeah, they're definitely pushing that a little bit these days, aren't they?
I think they need to tone back on that just a little
Yeah,
bit.
and I'm someone who loves like the waifu culture of games, but usually I feel like that's better for those Asian style like the anime vibe gacha games. I feel like that just fits better. I don't know that it fits as well with dark fantasy styles. I don't know. It's a little different.
Yeah,
Different
yeah, I
audience, right?
agree. Yep, for
Like give me
sure.
a sexy little waifu game, I love it. But this just doesn't feel right to go so heavy on it, but
If they
anyway.
made it subtle, it would have been fine.
Yeah. All right, so let's see. I've heard this video is amazing. I didn't watch it because I didn't want to be spoiled. So let's watch the thing. I'm not gonna worry about the audio. I'll play that separately though. It's pretty.
Taken.
Oh,
Oh, it's in
oh
space?
my gosh, it's
Oh,
pretty.
this
It's like
bridge almost. It's
like
like
Asgard.
Asgard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bridge.
Why does it seem so glitchy? Oh my god, it's like it's lagging.
It's way too HD.
I can't handle it. That's
Looks
really
good
epic.
though.
Yeah, it's definitely super epic feeling. Wow. Okay, that's beautiful. Really pretty. Okay. Definitely feels exciting when if you summon and you get that video, you'd be like, woo!
Yeah, that'd be super hype. That's what I like about a lot of these really OP units is they have the little cutscene. So when you summon and you see the cutscene, that's what builds the hype and gets you more excited. Like,
Exactly.
oh my gosh, I got this unit. So for other OP units that don't have the cutscenes, it just feels a little lackluster. So glad they're
Yeah,
getting
it's so
more of these
true.
CGIs out there.
I'm sure they're expensive though. I know the reality of making the cinematics are really expensive, especially now that I'm working for Fateless and I hear the numbers of how much those type of custom cinematics cost. I'm like, oh my god.
That's interesting. I
They're
guess that
really
is a
expensive, yeah.
factor to consider, but I mean,
I mean,
I hope they're doing a good job at getting us to
yeah,
buy packs.
I think they're doing just fine financially. All right, so we got she's Arbiter and Watcher, which is amazing because we know the Watcher faction has probably been the most neglected one, although Laya's getting a buff, so that's good too.
Yeah, so hopefully we see more Watcher faction shining from this, and it's interesting to see like our first Watcher and Arbiter like dual faction units. Because I
Yeah.
don't think, well, actually, no, we have
Do we?
Eunomia, right?
Oh, is
Eunomia's
she
one,
both?
but
I don't know. I
yeah,
don't
she's
have her. I
both.
forgot she's both.
I
Yeah.
I don't have her either, but I believe she's both. But as far as Ingrid goes, she's a lord. So the fact that you're getting a lord that's dual faction
Dual
is kind
faction.
of
Yeah.
interesting.
That
Yeah.
is really.
Un-
I didn't
Unfortunately, we only get it
expect
for
it.
Watcher.
Yeah, I didn't expect it.
But
Oh, wait, the Lord. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even notice. I thought the Lord
yes.
bonus was for both.
Is it? It does. I think it
No.
only shows for Watcher.
That was so
Oh.
I remember when I first read or saw the like leak stuff, like the initial conversations, the way that people worded it was that, oh, she's a lord for Arbiter and for Watcher. So this is
Oh.
a news to me. I was expecting her to actually be a lord instead of Praetus if you wanted her to be, but I knew that Praetus's lord's skill
Oh.
was better. So
Ah, that makes sense.
I didn't even realize she wasn't actually an Arbiter lord. Wow, I'm
Huh.
so glad you pointed that
Yeah.
out. I would have like brushed over that and didn't even notice that the crown is only on one part for a reason. You're right.
Yeah, I just saw that
Okay.
there and I was like, oh, so she's not a Praetus replacement?
Yeah, I
So,
really thought she was. You thought so too?
yeah, because of
Yeah,
the leaks that Destin brought up, I was like,
exactly.
oh, another? But yeah, so what's her lord skill for the Watcher
Yeah,
faction here?
let's skip right to that. Let's see what her lord skill is. Okay, so increases all right, the typical increases their attributes, periodically increases faction damage and healing. That's the same as the other part. The more, yep. And then okay, her part. After the Lord deals direct damage to an enemy, faction team members deal 20% extra damage to that enemy within 3 seconds. Oh, so she's got like an
So,
ally attack, like raid.
okay. I mean, that would be good for like the guild bosses. If
Yeah.
they're just direct, because there's only one target there, so you're just directing all the
Yes.
damage on that one target. In
But it
other places
says
of content,
and enemies, so
yeah, so
could that
you're just
mean
focusing one guy.
but if she does AoE damage, she's doing damage to multiple enemies. So does she actually
Uh, that's,
when
I
she does
guess,
damage to an enemy,
ambiguous.
do they ally attack all the enemies?
Um,
They
I
can't because
think
they're like
just
single
because of the way
targets.
the way they worded it, it just says an enemy, not direct damage to enemies. So
Yeah,
I guess it's just
that
a single
enemy.
target, like just they're just targeting one specific dude, and then everybody goes ham on that target.
I
So
guess I'll have to watch some gameplay afterward of people that actually tested her so far. I'm sure I know there's been a couple of videos out of people playing with her.
yeah, I haven't seen any of those, and I haven't even had the chance to test her myself.
Me
So
neither. Yeah.
yeah,
All right,
Well,
so let's see though. She's obviously mage and magic damage. Her little blurb here: lifted by the stars above, Ingrid rules eternally as the immortal sun. Those who dare to defile her majesty shall be burned by her true damage and burning.
that's
Okay.
good. She's got the true damage that Praetus has, but she also
Yeah.
has burning, right? And
That's
it's the
really
debuff,
good.
so
It says
her
mode
range looks
switch.
interesting.
Yeah, she's got the Dahlia
Yep. Very
range.
unique.
All right, let's take a
But the
look at
mode
her
switching, okay.
stats. So fully promoted, it looks like, yeah, her range is going to stay the same. 6100 base attack. That's pretty good for a mage.
It's pretty high, yeah.
Yeah, because like usually the mages are like in the 4s. Let's see here. We got cost of 25, just like Praetus.
Oh, expensive, yeah.
Yeah. Attack interval 3 seconds. She's a bit slower. Usually like 2.6 or so seems to be the norm. And then
Yeah, everything else seems pretty standard.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, but at least she's got the unique range, and her base attack seems pretty high, pretty decent, so...
Yeah, I'm curious if there's anything with the Awakenings that talk more about her range, but I guess we'll see, like, make it better or not. Or, like, you know how, like, Valk, it looks like she's got a specific range, but really she hits a little bit more, or she hits behind her, and, like, stuff like that. I wonder if there's anything quirky like that.
Oh, interesting, yeah. That should be tested, too.
So let's see. Talent, when deployed, enters solar mode. Solar mode, launching 4 basic attacks, turns the next basic attack into solar flare. So solar, solar mode. The mode infused with the might of the sun, excelling in dealing damage, dealing with large number of enemies. Okay, these are the two modes.
You want to be in solar mode for AoE, it sounds like.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we got...
So what's the other? Solar flare.
That's what she does.
Yeah. Yeah, AoE damage. 15 enemies is kind of a lot, though.
Yeah, that's true. They don't normally say that much. In a wide front area. Okay, so maybe we'll get to see the pattern. Usually the skills are
the whole range? Like that long range?
Wide
and then
front area.
Wide? So is it like...
show? It doesn't show. Come on. Yeah, bruh, the game brought us these little displays, but then like in this it doesn't. What does that mean? A wide front area. Thanks for telling us. What the hell does that mean?
We'll never know unless we test it ourselves, and it's like 20 tiles in front of her or something. That'd be crazy.
It says wide, so maybe it just expands sideways to be not just a straight line when she does AoE. And then we have the, let's see, stellar mode. Infused with the might of the stars, excelling in dealing damage a single powerful enemy. So this is launching 4 basic attacks, turns the next basic attack into Star Shower, which is 50% damage to 1 enemy in range 9 times. Oh, hey, Styx boss.
Could be, yeah, I was thinking that. Like, those multi-hits, that would be good. Huh,
That's
okay,
nice.
so... Sounds like you can switch back and forth between wanting to be AoE and single target, so depending on the occasion, you could just bring her into like all the content then. Can you control?
Yeah, she's everything. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because it's like the ultimate changes it. So you can use or not use the ultimate depending on which one you want. Like a solar mode switches to
is so cheap. It's only
my god, you're right.
And then you skill it up, and then you minus 400 total. So, like, essentially, at max skill up, it's
you just switch it whatever 100. You want. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a toggle. Her ult is basically gonna be like a toggle button to switch back and forth between AoE and single target.
You know what? That's gonna be weird though when you try to use it in a team where you want to just hit the full auto ultimate button. It's just gonna keep using it and switching back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah. The game needs to do something about that.
We need to be able to turn off ultimates for specific heroes. So you can like set hers up and then turn it off so she stays in a certain mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be something they need to keep in mind for the AI for just this specific unit.
I wonder if she just doesn't use it when you turn that on. You know how like some heroes, they only use it when there's an enemy in range anyway, or like the healers won't use it unless they need to heal. with the auto ultimate. I've noticed.
It would
So
be weird if she's like if there's a bunch of enemies in front and she just like is all
stays in the.
schizophrenic, switching back and forth between AoE then single target, AoE single
I
target.
really hope that it doesn't do that on full auto. That'd be
Well, I
sad.
guess we'll find out how that looks if we
Yeah.
do auto with her.
Alright, let's check out this basic attack. In solar mode, she deals 100% AoE damage one time to up to 8 enemies. In stellar mode, 50% damage to two times to one enemy. And then, of course, those increase with those skills. Simple enough, but that's good to have. It's really cool to have the option. I like when the basic attacks are also AoE as well, not just the ultimate. Okay. Oh boy. All right, let's go.
Oh, that's long. Whole essay to
Big old
read.
fancy passive here. All right, triggering solar flare grants 1 solar energy point, and triggering star shower grants 1 stellar energy point. Up to 5 energy points can be accumulated. Each solar energy point or stellar energy point increases damage by 3%. Reaching 5 solar energy points triggers solar overload, and reaching 5 stellar does stellar overload. Casting Cosmic Shift will clear all the solar energy points and stellar energy points. So
it sounds like you want to stay in a one specific mode to stack damage basically, and if you switch, you start those stacks all over. You reset everything and have to build it back up again. So that would kind of make you want to be reluctant about constantly switching back and forth between the two modes just to keep the consistent damage up there.
Yeah, because this lasts for 20 seconds. So, like, Solar Overload reduces attack interval by 15%, during which the ultimate cannot be used. Solar energy will be cleared when the effect duration ends, and that lasts 20 seconds.
That's kind of long, actually.
Yeah. And the ultimate cannot be used when that happens. So you're not going to be constantly switching the ultimate because the passive is going to be triggered. So it won't let you use the ultimate as often as it sounds like.
So I guess she's not going to be schizophrenic in auto.
She's bipolar. She don't know what she wants. There you go. All right. This one is an increase of attack by 20% for Stellar, the single target. Okay. Weird.
So
I would think
with the skill ups,
other way around.
Is that extra 5% more from the skill ups, or is that 1, 2?
And extra damage.
Oh, so it's
2%.
extra 2%. So each stack will go up 5%, and then interval reduction is plus
25
10%
instead. And
so yeah, that'll be 25.
30% increase attack instead there.
That's kind of strong. So you definitely want to max skill up this unit.
Yeah, definitely. I was super excited to max my Praetus when I got him. I was glad. Now I have nothing left though. If I actually pull her, I'm screwed. I'll be like, no, I have nothing to put in her.
He's worth it though, right?
Yeah, I actually just... I should have saved it. I just reset someone just so I could skill up someone else I was using for... just to skill up Helga, because she's so good. And I was like,
she is good.
I finally used my reset, and I got the skills, but I didn't even think about, what if I pull Ingrid? It's fine.
It's a little hopeful.
Yeah. Well, I actually wailed out a little bit, and I have over 100 summons again. So
okay.
I'm bad,
well,
and I will buy more. I might actually try to get another guaranteed Lord tomorrow. I might see if the packs are good.
Yeah, I hope they have good packs. I need to get Ingrid, because I tried to pull for Praetus, and I got screwed over with Morrigan.
Oh no! That'd be so depressing.
I did want Morrigan, but not like that.
Not like that. Same. You could just pull her on a normal summon. Like when nascent summoning would be perfect for that.
Yeah.
That's sad.
A little disappointing.
I'm
so hopefully
sorry.
I can get Ingrid and that'll make up for it.
Oh my goodness. Alright, so let's see. Celestial Wrath, the other passive here, deals extra true damage, or Solar Flare deals an extra true damage one time, equal to 100% of the hero's attack to enemy's hit. Each damage dealt by Star Shower has a 50% chance of inflicting burning and a 50% chance of inflicting radiant erosion. Oh, okay. So she is going to pair well with
Okay.
Praetus either way. That's for
So
sure.
Solar Flare's the AoE one, right? And then
Yes.
Star is the single target. So
Yeah.
this is a situation where you would want to use the Star Shower situation on like the Boreas Codex boss because
Yeah.
the burning and radiant erosion.
Exactly.
So,
They both count. That's right.
so I think you could use her with a lot of the burn synergy units, like Micah, for example. She really synergizes with burns. And then Radiant Erosion, if you just run a whole Arbiter faction with her, they'll pop off with that. So that's kind of nice to see that she's kind of like the whole package in one. You can use her
Yeah.
literally in all content because she's got true damage,
Mhm.
she AoE, single target, and then burning debuffs, Radiant Erosion. Like, where can't you use her, right?
I guess the only thing would be when you need piercer damage, like physical damage.
Yeah,
that's it.
true.
But
Yeah.
she can't literally do everything. That'd be bad.
They'll be so broken, but she's good
Close
for
enough.
90% of the content.
Yep, exactly. And then let's see, Arena increases damage in Arena by 15% as well. Like the Arbiters typically have something to boost Arena. Okay. All right, I'm curious about these awakenings though. Let me just move myself over here. Okay. So Awaken 1 in Stellar mode, it deals 20% increased damage to targets inflicted with Radiant Erosion and receives 20% less damage from targets inflicted with Radiant Erosion. Oh, I like that. Wow. That's a really good
damage is a big deal. Yeah.
And then damage mitigation as well. That's awesome.
Well, since she's a platform unit, nothing's really going to be targeting her, right?
I guess just like, if you think of like
theoretically.
Titanic Ruins and stuff where things start hitting pretty hard, and if your unit is a little too squishy, they might die a little early. Like, I've definitely struggled with certain units that just keep dying. I have to like give them a tiny bit of health or something.
Yeah, so far, you definitely want A1 for her, for sure.
I got a Soulstone ready. Let's go. All right, Awaken 2, 300 attack, and then increases the faction as well, which is always good with that. Awaken 2 for Lords, same thing.
So pretty standard.
Yep. And then Awaken 3, during the Solar Overload and Stellar Overload, reduces the number of basic attack required by the talent to trigger it to 1. What?
Oh, you'll just get those stacks up a lot faster.
So you're just always in the overload state?
Well, how many attacks? Was it like 4 basic attacks or something? I think it was 4.
4.
Yeah, so now it's just 3. It's a little faster.
It says 2-1, not by 1. 2-1.
Oh, I misunderstood. That's kind of broken, actually.
Yeah, like wait, 2-1, not by 1. 2, unless it's a typo.
Okay. Well, if it's 2-1, in that case, A3 is really strong.
That's gonna be quirky. I feel like the way it sounds, like you're going into these modes so often that are you even going to be able to switch the ultimate when you want to?
Well, there's
like, trying to use the ultimate. No, wait, click it now.
There's a passive cooldown where, like, while it's happening, you can't switch. So other than that, you can quickly switch, and then you're already full stacks and ready to like pop off. So it sounds like whenever you do switch, she's just max damage output every time.
Yeah, every time. That's a pretty big. All right, in penetration 8%. And then Awaken 5. Oh, ignores 25% magic resistance.
Yeah, A5, she's gonna definitely be doing a lot of damage, but I think the most important awakenings will be getting all the way to A3. So A1, definitely important. A2 is whatever, pretty standard.
But it's good for the team, at least if you are using her as a lord. Which she'll, at least we'll have a good lord also for damage related for the sake of Lucius.
That's true. For Watcher, we only have like Ein and Leia and the other like 3-star unit. I
Yep.
don't remember their name, but I'm sure
Dagna?
not many. Dagna, I think
No,
is.
wait.
Yeah,
Is
not
that
many
is it
people.
Dagna? That
Is
feels right.
it?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. Either way, nobody really uses Watcher faction like that,
No.
but maybe there's more reason to now because we have Ingrid who's actually outputting some crazy damage, or theoretically she is. So we'll see about that. But yeah, if she's there for damage and then you're bringing in Lucius and other units, we have Alistair. He's also
Mm-hmm.
Arbiter Watcher
Yep.
also. So that could
Yeah, I
be
use him
really
a lot
interesting
now.
synergy. Yeah, I like him a lot because of the attack down he puts down. So that's good mitigation. Um, Single target, he's good for that as well. So yeah, should be interesting to see how Ingrid pops off when she releases, because we definitely need a boost for Watcher faction, because they've been kind of down in the dumps for a little bit, and maybe Cratch won't be so bad
Oh
with
yeah,
her
poor.
existence.
That's true too. And oh god, Arbiter. I have such a broken Arbiter team if I get her too, because I have A3 Praetus and then Thalin I already have.
That's
He's so
crazy.
good. The only
A3 Praetus already.
I have a free to play version of A3 Praetus. I call it that. You want to know why?
What is that?
Because I pulled him hitting a 200 plus pity. So it's not like I got lucky. I had to go at a pity. And then my +3 is all soul stones that I got from Nightmare 3 of Guild Boss.
I think that's the way to do it, though.
Just save your
Like
soul stones for
it's
when it really
yeah.
matters. So no regrets for saving for an entire year of gameplay. I got 4 soul stones and I was able to awaken 3 Praetus. And it's like about as free to play friendly of building up a legendary lord as you could ask for. So it's like people are
Yeah,
gonna
you
think I'm
just
a Kraken, but I'm like, no, those were free. Like there's nothing about that was Krakeny.
just gotta get lucky on the guild boss rewards and hope you
Yeah,
get those soul stones. So
and hope
that's
people.
kind of a big deal.
It is. It really is a big deal. Have you got any yet?
I actually have two, I think, and
Nice.
I'm reluctant to use them because I'm like sitting here thinking what's the best choice, and it's either like a limited unit or a exclusive. What's the ancient exclusive lord?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like, do I use on Valderon or
Oh
future
yeah.
Praetus I don't have yet?
I
But
saved for my
Valderon's
future
awakenings
Bradus.
or whatever. I was
Yeah.
hoping to get Praetus and I'd go all in on him,
Big
but
Morgan.
I got cucked by Morgan, so
uh,
hope I can
but
get Ingrid and then I'll finally use these soul
yeah, I would
stones.
use one at least. And then you can always save one. See, well, I would always save a backup in case you get a Bradus. Like, save one on hand in case you get, or at least as awakened one. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. So Smilegate. No, sorry, I'm not Smilegate. Smile one. Hopefully I can get these top up event rebates, good packs going, and increase the RNG for Ingrid.
Yep, I got my W
Please.
gold ready. Let's go.
Need a good RNG. I'm fresh on a new pity, so I don't
Oh,
know
yep.
if there's no way I can get 200 summons right off the bat. But if they give me her and like 50 summons or something, like that'd be great.
I wish you luck.
Thank
Okay,
you, thank you.
so I think that's a good place to stop here. But yeah, anything else you want to add, or
I guess I think that's everything we looked at. So
yeah, I think
overall, my overall thoughts are she looks like a strong mage. The fact that she can switch back and forth between uh AoE and single target just willy-nilly, and then the fact that she gets stacking damage, it's almost like Praetus because he has escalating damage,
Yeah,
except in
yeah,
this case, unless you have A3, then those stacks will just reset, but that's what we're saving soul stones for, right?
yep.
So overall, the design looks great. So kudos to Moonton
Mm-hmm.
for that because I really love this design. If they were going for like, the sex appeal look, like this is good.
This is more, yeah,
I
I
like
like
this
it.
direction. It's not as raunchy. and risque, and I can appreciate, these classy, sexy ladies, other than the whole feet thing. But other than that, she looks great, and her kit's unique. I really like this cool dolly arrange thing they have going on. So, uh, that's a lot of range,
Yeah.
and you're gonna be hitting a lot of enemies, and you can do so much different types of content with her. So she's a great all-in-one package, in my opinion.
I
So
think
I'm
so.
excited for her.
Me too. All right, I like it. I like it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna pull for her myself. Okay, I'm excited. All right,
Good
well,
luck in
thank
your
you.
summons as well.
Oh yes, I hope so. Oh my gosh, I hope. Well, yeah, it'll be my time to get more again. I don't want to jinx myself. Why did I say that? Uh, oh
Yeah, don't
man.
don't do that to yourself. Like the Valeria incident on
Oh
your
god. Fuck
just
off.
just don't wish for these things to
Yep.
happen. Just don't mention it and it won't happen.
Mm-hmm. It's true. Okay, I guess, yeah, I'm going to roll into the lore now, and thank you again, Fart Pancakes, for joining me.
Thanks for having me here. It was a pleasure. It's been fun. I'm glad we were able to take a first look at her together. So,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
cool. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys go subscribe to her. I'll have her link in the comment and the, pin comment and the description. But yeah, now let's read her story. A star is born, a tyrant, a lord, a savior. She is a vision's vessel, consort of the gods themselves. Stalin, the cosmic guillotine. The Musun Empire, a bastion of military might, both feared and venerated across Taya, came to symbolize humans' first rise of power, following the birth of civilization. Since its inception, the Musun has been ruled by an unbroken line of monarchs who oversaw its unparalleled ascent, but standing out among the ranks of nobility was one figure who towered above all with her presence, ambition, and magnanimity. Regarded by many as a symbol of greatness, she is Ingrid, Regalis Excelsa. Born during the height of the empire, Ingrid was daughter to Birgir, the visionary emperor and architect of some of Monsoon's greatest triumphs. Following the untimely death of her two brothers in the bloodletting, the Great War against the Yalnor, Ingrid was set to be groomed for the throne from a young age. She was arranged to seek audience with an eminent oracle in the vast expanse of the Mortius Desert, escorted by a large military convoy. Though proud and ostentatious, the detachment was now pressing beyond the domain of the Musun, deep into the wild expanse of Taya's hinterlands. This was Ingrid's first foray into Taya's foreign territories, and she would be humbled by the savage nature of the world outside the castle walls. Weeks passed and the convoy arrived, but the oracle would only meet Ingrid in private. The vision she presented was exceedingly horrific. Engulfed in an impenetrable wall of flame, the Musun was set ablaze in its entirety. An army of skeletal warriors, eyes sullied with flesh half rotten, crawled out of the soil and marched on her home. Wraiths, emanating pure darkness, screeched and howled, sucking out the souls of the living. And then she saw her father, draped in robes, fully consumed by black flame. What Ingrid saw that day would alter her fate completely. Though it was never mentioned again, a change in character was palpable to the discerning eye. She became obsessed with her search for a power which transcended the strategy limitations of the pike and shield. She became unrelenting in her demands for loyalty, seemingly intoxicated by a hungering ambition for militaristic might, regimentation, and prestige. Brilliant and charismatic, yet unscrupulous and despotic at her extremes, Ingrid grew uncompromising in her drive for greatness. Then came the fateful day where Ingrid was approached by Praetus, leader of the Supreme Arbiters. He implored that Taya was now faced with a grave danger, the likes of which humanity had never witnessed, and that in her capacity as Empress of the Monsoon, she could play a highly influential role in upholding order across the land. For her commitment to the Arbiters, she would be anointed with a divine power transcendent of her corporeal limits. As the oracle's vision keenly flashed through her mind once more, Ingrid realized her moment had come and steadfastly abided. Offering up the royal blood of the Monsoon into the heavens, Ingrid became fused with Helios, the celestial spirit, and together they set out to rule the sun and the stars, restoring order to Taia. No longer fully human, she adorns a suit of gold armor inlaid with the crest of the Monsoon, a crown mask, and her staff of Helios, the beacon of her cosmic strength. With her outsized role and ambition that at times even eclipses Praetus, Ingrid envisions a Taia unified under the might of the Monsoon, extolled by the gods themselves.